This is Chris with Ales. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris with Ales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown, May 26, 2023 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. So we kick off SmackDown with the first match of the night. And by the way, this SmackDown's taped because they are in Saudi Arabia right now for Night of Champions for tomorrow. So yeah, this SmackDown was taped after last week's episode of SmackDown, which was live. So yeah, this one we kick off the show with the first match of the night. It was the United States Champion Austin Theory versus Sheamus with Rich Holland and Butch, the Brawling Brutes, and a one-on-one match for the United States Championship. So yeah, this match, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything. Austin Theory pulling out some new moves and stuff. We see him pick up Sheamus in the torture rack position and spun him around like a tilt-a-whirl powerbomb on a Sheamus. He pins him, but Sheamus barely kicking out at 2 and stuff. And then we see Sheamus hitting the 10 piece to the battering ram onto Austin Theory on the ring apron and stuff, punching him in the chest multiple times. Theory got knocked back into the ring. Sheamus is setting up for the bro kick, but then we see Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, Pretty Deadly, coming up, attacking Rich Holland and Butch from behind, laying him out and stuff, throwing Butch over the announce table and stuff, just beating him down outside of the ring. Sheamus stops about the bro kick. He walks over there. Pretty Deadly was trying to get him, but he knocked Elton Prince off the ring apron and then started doing the 10 beats to the battering ram onto Kit Wilson. And while he was doing that, we see Austin Theory coming up from behind him, rolling him up for a pin, grabbing the tights, at the same time pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Austin Theory defeated Sheamus and he has retained the United States Championship. That's what happened. Pretty good match though. I'll give that match 3 stars. That's why I'll give it a pretty good match to kick off the show. But then after that, we see the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman, the Bloodline, backstage. And yeah, Paul Heyman tells the Usos that they are allowed to come out next week on SmackDown to celebrate Roman Reigns' 1,000 days as the Universal Champion. So yeah, that's what Paul Heyman said, and Roman Reigns is like, yeah, this is going to be a big moment, definitely with you, Jay, out there and stuff like that. And Jimmy gets pissed off and he goes like, you see what I mean about this? And he stands up, he goes like, man, I'm out of here. And then Roman gets up, he goes like, no, sit down. And Jimmy wouldn't listen. He goes like, if you want to do something, go ahead and do it. And Jimmy's just staring at him, and Roman was like, look, if you think something changed when we was younger, nothing changed. Back in the day, I used to whoop your ass, and now I can still do it. He says that you're going to be respecting me, and you're going to acknowledge me, and you're going to obey me. So yeah, that's what Roman Reigns said. And then Jay was like, hold up, let's just step out of here, Jimmy. So yeah, Jay and Jimmy walked out the ring. But yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff. But up next, it'll be Raquel Rodriguez teaming up with Shotzi to take on Damage Control up next in the tag team match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match. It was Raquel Rodriguez teaming up with Shotzi versus Bayley and Io Sky, Damage Control, in a tag team match. This match, it was an okay match. We see Shotzi getting taken out of the ring and stuff, and then we get to the ending where Io Sky tags in Bayley. Bayley climbs up the second turnbuckle and jumps over Raquel for like a sunset flip pin onto her. She kind of botched it a little bit because she went way too far out, but then she was trying to pull down Raquel for the pin. Raquel was not going down, and then we see Shotzi getting back into the ring. Io Sky climbs to the top turnbuckle and jumps off with the missile drop kick onto Shotzi, taking her out, and then Raquel sits on Bayley, holding her shoulders down to the mat, getting the 3 count. So yeah, Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi defeated Bayley and Io Sky, Damage Control, in a tag team match tonight. That's what happened. Miscommunication with Damage Control right there. So yeah, for that match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay tag team match, but yeah, that's why I'll give that match. But yeah, still to come later on tonight, we will see Roman Reigns on the KO show later on tonight on SmackDown. And there's many more stuff, but up next it'll be Cameron Grimes versus Ashante the Adonis up next in a one-on-one match. So yeah, that match between them two guys will be up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. It was Cameron Grimes it was Cameron Grimes versus Ashante the Adonis with Top Dollar and B-Fab Hit Row at ringside. So yeah, a one-on-one match between Cameron Grimes and Ashante Adonis. Now this match was an okay match. This match was more of showing what Cameron Grimes can actually do on the main roster and stuff, because yeah, he did have that match against Baron Corbin, but he only had that match for like 8 seconds. But yeah, this is more of him showing what he can actually do in the matches and stuff like that. So yeah, Cameron Grimes was having a great showcase in this match and stuff against Ashante Adonis. Ashante Adonis was doing pretty good against Cameron Grimes, but then at the ending we see Cameron Grimes laying in some forearms to the face onto Ashante Adonis, and then he leaps up in the air, catching him with his legs with a Hurricane Rana onto Ashante Adonis. He goes to the corner, says to the moon, and then he runs and hits the cave-in onto Ashante Adonis, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Cameron Grimes defeated Ashante the Adonis tonight in a one-on-one match. That's what happened. And then after the match ended, we see Cameron Grimes celebrating and stuff, walking up the ramp. You know, he got his back turned from the entrance, and then he gets attacked from behind by Baron Corbin. He comes up hitting him in the back of the head. So yeah, and then Baron Corbin was standing tall over Cameron Grimes. But yep, that's what happened there. For that match, what happened after the match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, that's what happened. Still to come later on tonight, we will see Roman Reigns on the KO show later on tonight. And yeah, up next, we're going to be seeing the WWE Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, up next on Friday Night SmackDown. So yeah, we're going to see what she got to say up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we had the WWE Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, coming out to the ring, and she pretty much starts talking about Asuka, what she's been doing for the last few weeks. She said if Asuka wanted a title shot so bad, all she had to do was come up and ask, and she would have gave it to her. But instead, Asuka wants to do all these things and be spitting mist in her face and embarrassing her in front of her family last week and stuff for a championship celebration. That's what Bianca Belair got more of a problem with. She said that she respected Asuka pretty much up until WrestleMania and stuff because she was doing stuff the right way, but now she don't respect her no more, and pretty much she starts calling out Asuka, and Asuka's theme song starts playing, and then all of a sudden we see Asuka attack Bianca Belair from behind, and then she locks on the cross arm breaker and stuff. Bianca was trying to fight out of it and stuff, and then we see a bunch of officials and referees pulling Asuka off of Bianca Belair, and then both of them was held back from each other. And then at one point, Asuka actually breaks free, and then Bianca breaks free as well. But Bianca lifts her up on her shoulders, trying to hit the KOD, and then she actually almost hits the KOD onto Asuka, but one of the officials catches Asuka, pretty much perfectly catching her, actually. And Asuka quickly got out of the ring, saving herself. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff right there. But yeah, their match will be tomorrow night, or tomorrow during the day, at Night of Champions. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment though. But yeah, still to come later on tonight, we'll see Roman Reigns on the KO show later on tonight as a special guest. And not only that, up next we're going to be seeing LA Knight versus Rick Boogs one-on-one up next on SmackDown. So yeah, that match will be up next on Friday Night SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. It was LA Knight versus Rick Boogs, one-on-one in a match. Now we had Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits, come on out, and they was on commentary for this match. This match, it was okay. Rick Boogs was doing pretty good. He slammed LA Knight on the announce table at one point, like a military press and stuff. Rick Boogs starts taking control of this match at the very ending, grabbing LA Knight, spinning him around multiple times, and then he hits a gut-wrench suplex onto LA Knight, and it looked like Rick Boogs is about to finish him off. He habs him, and then he lifts him up, try to hit like a pump handle slam onto LA Knight, but when he got LA Knight on his shoulders, the referee didn't see it, but LA Knight starts raking Rick Boogs' eyes, and then he got off his shoulders and hits the finish move, the BFT, blunt force trauma, onto Rick Boogs, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, LA Knight defeated Rick Boogs tonight in a one-on-one match. That's what happened. That match was okay. I'll give that match 2 stars. That's why I'll give it was a good one. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then LA Knight gets out of the ring. He grabs the mic and he starts talking crap to the Street Profits and stuff. He says, "See, I done kicked his ass, and you know what? I'll take it. I'll take that dollar and whoop y'all's asses too, and make change out of it," or something like that. So yeah, that's what that's what LA Knight was saying. And he says that y'all. So you always say that y'all want the smoke when y'all go out and get smoke, courtesy by LA Knight. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened right there. Pretty good stuff though. LA Knight pissing off the Street Profits right there. But yeah, pretty good stuff though. Love LA Knight, great one. But yeah, after that, we see Karrion Kross. He got pretty much the card with AJ Styles' face on it and stuff, and he says that he's going to take care of AJ Styles tonight. So yeah, that's what he was saying. But yeah, up next, it will be AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross, one-on-one, up next on SmackDown. And yeah, still to come later on tonight, we will see Roman Reigns as a special guest on the KO show as well. That will be later on tonight. That will probably be the last segment of the night, like the main event. So yeah, I will see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. It was the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett at ringside in a one-on-one match. So yeah, this match was a pretty good match between AJ Styles and Karrion Kross, going back and forth and everything. Karrion Kross was doing pretty good up against Styles. He was looking to hit the cross hammer onto Styles, but when Styles turned back around, he starts kicking him in the legs and stuff, blocking off the cross hammer and stuff like that. And then Styles was trying to hit the Styles Clash onto Kross, but Kross throws him over him and stuff. And then Styles was in the corner. Karrion Kross runs to him. Styles kicks him right in the face, and he goes right over the top rope, landing on the ring apron. And then he springboard off the top rope with the phenomenal forearm onto Karrion Kross, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, AJ Styles defeated Karrion Kross tonight in a one-on-one match. That's what happened. Pretty good match though. So far as match of the night right there. I'll give that match 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, AJ Styles defeated Karrion Kross. So yeah, that's what happened right there. But yeah, up next it'll be the last segment of the night, actually. Pretty much like the main event, really. This match was like the main event, but we got one more segment for tonight. And yeah, that will be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They will be hosting the KO show with their special guest, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, up next on Friday Night SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, now before we talk about the last segment of the night, we got to talk about a interview backstage. So we see AJ Styles coming back through the curtains and stuff. He's getting interviewed back there, and they was talking about his match against Seth Rollins tomorrow at Night of Champions for the World Heavyweight Championship. And AJ Styles is talking about how Seth Rollins is a bunch of things. He's great and all that stuff, but there's one thing that he's not, and that is phenomenal. And that he is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And he will walk out of Night of Champions as the World Heavyweight Champion. So yeah, that's what AJ Styles said about that. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then they showed a video package about the feud with Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes and stuff throughout the last few months. So yeah, that's what they showed right there. But then we get to the next segment of the night. It was the last one of the show. It was the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They come walking out, and they are hosting the KO show, and they will somehow they will be defending the tag titles up against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa tomorrow at Night of Champions. And then Kevin Owens says, we'll introduce the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. So yeah, instead of Roman Reigns coming out, it was Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman comes walking down and stuff, and he says that the Tribal Chief would not get no introduction by Kevin Owens. that the tribal chief will come out here whenever he pleases and all that stuff. And while he was talking and going on about that, all of a sudden he gets interrupted by Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. The Usos comes out. They are all pissed off. They get straight into the ring, getting face to face with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, talking about that they are the cause for what happened to them last week and everything, losing that match and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what the Usos was talking about. And Kevin Owens is telling them that, hey, if you think so, like, you gotta acknowledge the fact that Sami Zayn has been right all this whole time. Look at how Roman Reigns has been treating y'all and all that stuff. And then the Usos was getting more and more pissed off about what Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn was talking about. And Jimmy Uso actually says that you know, the Usos has been down here since day one and all that stuff, and that he is a damn tribal chief. So yeah, that's what Jimmy Uso said. But then all of a sudden, Roman Reigns' theme song hits. He comes walking out. He gets to face with Jay Uso. He grabs the mic out Jay Uso's hand, tosses it. He gets face to face with Jimmy Uso. He grabs the mic out of his hands and tosses it as well. And then Sami Zayn says to Roman that, you know, the bloodline is going to crumble and stuff. So yeah, and it is all Roman Reigns' fault. So yeah, that's what Sami Zayn said. Roman walks straight up to Sami's face, slaps the mic out of his hands. Kevin Owens has enough. He turns Roman around, kicks him in the stomach, hits a stunner onto him, laying him out. And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn starts brawling with the Usos inside the ring. Sami and Jay inside. Kevin Owens and Jimmy Usos brawling outside the ring and stuff. And then we see Jay hitting a super kick on the Sami at one point, but then Sami comes back hitting a exploder suplex onto him in the corner. And then we see Solo Sikoa quickly getting in there, hitting a Samoan spike onto Sami Zayn, laying him out. Kevin Owens tries to go in there and save Sami, but he gets hit with one as well, getting laid out. And then we see Roman pretty much kind of getting back up, and he screams Solo's name, telling him to pick Sami Zayn up. Solo Sikoa picks up Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns starts tearing up the set and everything. He goes to the corner and he hits the spear onto Sami Zayn, laying him out. So yeah, the bloodline lays out Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then after that, we see the Usos grabbing the tag team titles. We see Jay passing over the tag team titles to Solo. And then Jimmy's supposed to pass over the tag titles to Roman. Roman's waiting for him. He gets his hand extended out, waiting for Jimmy to do that, but Jimmy is not willing to do that. So Jay goes over there talking to Jimmy. He grabs the tag titles out of Jimmy's hands, and then he gives it up to Roman Reigns. And then Roman Reigns grabs those tag titles. He grabs Solo's tag titles and holds them up in the air. So yeah, that's what happened there. That was the end of SmackDown. But yeah, that was pretty much segment of the night right there. That was a pretty good segment with the bloodline and stuff. For tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown, I'll give it 7 stars. That's what I'll give it. That was the best segment right there, was that one. Match of the night, it's either AJ Styles and Karrion Kross or the United States Championship match. That match was pretty good between Sheamus and Austin Theory. Actually, I'll give that one the match of the night to Austin Theory and Sheamus. That was a good one as well. But yeah, tonight's SmackDown was alright. But yeah, Night of Champions will be tomorrow night. I'll be talking about that. I'll be talking about AEW Double or Nothing this Sunday, so yeah, look out for that. I already got my Night of Champions prediction, so go check that out right now. And yeah, like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's Night of Champions reviews. See you guys later. Until then.